I hope you all saw it is pretty easy to play a game of Commander, and when you're at your computer open, it's easier to look up people's cards if you don't know them because your computer's right there anyway. And you know, we really have almost no hiccups playing like this. I mean, today we had some slight Wi-Fi issues going on where Andrew's screen froze a couple times, but I mean, even then, it's not really a big deal at all. And you can play Commander with your friends, and the entry cost for setup, provided you have a computer or Chromebook that you can hook a camera of some sort up to, is very, very low. I mean, Andrew, what thing?
Yeah. So I bought like a adjustable. There's a number of different ones on Amazon, but yeah, basically it's like a gooseneck adjustable clamp that you can clamp the phone into, and it clamps onto the side of a table. And that was like $30. This app, and there's another one. They're both, there's the free option, and then there's pay option. I paid for the app, but I think you get most of the functionality without paying, so it's not expensive.
I mean, what was it, like a $10 app or something?
I think it was like $10, yeah.
Okay. So,
and yeah, I think the biggest challenge a lot of times is the lighting. People having lighting.
Yes.
Getting that worked out so that stuff's visible, but the camera options are, I don't think, super expensive. But
no, I don't think so either. I mean, my iPivo is, I think it retails for $200, but you can get another iPivo for $100. If you have a webcam, you can try and do that too. Although I think the document camera is just easier, unless you have some sort of tripod or like goosenecking lamp.
Yeah.
Up, you know?
Yeah, you need some kind of way to hold the camera if you have a regular webcam to be a down-facing camera.
Yep, over the cards.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
And readability is affected by how close the camera is. Of course, the further back you are, the more stuff you can see, but it's harder to actually read the cards.
I agree. It's difficult because if I bring this up higher, I get more play area, but you know, the readability goes by.
Yeah. So yeah, at least read the names, have Gatherer open, or even just lift the cards to the camera. So
yeah, and lifting the card to the camera has worked, you know, pretty well for us, I think, overall. Phil, your and Mike's setup was, you guys are using, you said in the beginning, the iSwan?
Yeah, it's called the InSwan. You can just go ahead and get it on Amazon Prime. It's, you know, it's retailed at $99. You could probably get it cheaper, maybe through eBay or somewhere like that. You know, during this, you know, crazy time when people are all of a sudden trying to get document cams like crazy, the place was able to deliver it in kind of a quick matter, and I'm sure that you could probably get this. Yeah, you can get it in like 2 weeks now. I'm sure now you can probably get it through Prime in 2 days. I'm sure that the shipping has caught up to some extent.
Yeah, I found that I'm getting things much faster in the mail now. So,
yeah.
And the document cameras are sweet because they just plug and play. You don't have to.
Yeah. It's super easy. All you have to do is it comes with the box, and it comes with a little instruction where it says to go to a website and download the InSwan app.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it takes all of 5 minutes, and then on Zoom it's super easy to just go over and click the document cam that you want to have set up with it, and it's been well worth the $100 to spend. I mean, I've used this thing many times, and we've definitely got our money's worth out of this for sure.
Yeah, the way I kind of look at this,
without a doubt.
Right? I mean, it's kind of, you kind of look at it as almost like a different version of sleeves. And just so everybody knows, like, it would be totally possible for 3 out of the 4 of us to play together right now, but Andrew lives several hours away, and we get to play Magic together again. So that's something else. So if you have friends who are long distance, this is a great way to play with them. You can catch up, talk, chat, and even look at each other face to face if you want, using your built-in webcams on computers or your regular webcam or whatever, and then play Magic together and chat.
You can also play on nights that you wouldn't be able to in person.
You're right. Yeah, that's another really great point, Mike. Thank you. Normally you wouldn't be able to play in person on some of these nights, and we've been able to get games together, you know, or even just one game sometimes. It's like, all right, well, we can fit a game in, so let's do it.
Yep. Yeah, that's been super helpful. It's a good point, Mike.
I don't know, is there anybody? Are there any other things we sort of forgot about or didn't touch on, you guys?
Only other things I noticed that hasn't happened today, but sometimes with document cameras, if your deck is depending on how close the document camera is to the playing field and your deck's in field, it tries to focus on the deck.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
Sometimes you have to move the deck out of the shot so that it can focus on the play area.
That's true.
Because it's closer to the camera. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I've been leaving my deck out of the shot so that it wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Sometimes with tokens and dice too, it might do funny stuff. I think you can shut off the autofocus sometimes, but generally it's easy enough just to leave it running on autofocus and just move things like that out of the shot. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna stop the recording now. Thank you guys so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me as a guest.
Hey, maybe if people enjoy this, we'll do start making this a regular content series then on Magictations.